praise. We pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs. So we pour out our praise to you only. It's your breath in our lungs. So we pour out our praise. We pour out our praise. It's your breath.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Lessons of Life, the podcast where we talk about the laws of mind that govern our lives. And since that comes first, it's good to know about it because what shows up in your life comes from that. So it's good to know how these things govern your life. Today, we're going to talk about some of the mystics out there. We have gone from, thinking that the mind is all and that feeling is the secret and feeling is all and imagination is all and all these different things we tell ourselves. But what it really boils down to is your point of view. Are you going to have the point of view of a man who sees other people, who sees evil, who sees war and all these other things? Or are you going to see there's only one? And that you're actually inside a mind. Okay, therefore, you're playing a man. And this is what Florence Scovel Shinn meant by, think of life as a game. That you're setting the board up new every day. It's a new game. And that there's this spirit and presence available to you. What's difficult to understand is the mental part. You can go into your imagination. You can imagine something and have it. This is what's known as the nothingness. Imagination is nothing. It's imagination. You can just pull it out of thin air. Pull it out of thin air, But you've been taught most of your life that you can't pull things out of thin air. Okay. You see, it's opposite land because there's a personality between you and God. Okay. And that's the name you carry around. And so when I say am I thinking Rita? Or am I thinking I, the one in awe? And when you start to understand, you will keep your mouth shut. You will think about it. You will take your time because you understand the words and what they mean now. God is the Word, and the Word comes to life. Trust the Word. You don't trust in the word of men. And this is what gets difficult because you're vain and you think you can trust me, but no, you can't. And you'll prove to be untrustworthy and you'll hurt others. And you'll just find yourself right back where you were. Okay, but you understand there's only one. My special person, my husband can't be that way. There's only one. Now go be still and patiently wait. What you seek is seeking you. God is there. You have to give him the opportunity by inviting him into your life, inviting him and letting him imagine with you. Okay, it's on your heart. He will make it happen. And this is what's known as the I am meditation and all this other stuff. But meditation, contemplation, prayers, you think about it. This is how you really get it on your heart. You think about it. If you spend as much time thinking about God as you did sports or cooking, you'd be amazed. You really would. But it's understanding there's only the truth. God is the truth. This is all God. That's all there is. Therefore, you're perfect image in the mind of God. You are perfect, just like He is. But you can't reflect that consistently until you get rid of the man. Okay, because he's the one who sees double. He's the one who sees evil. He's the one who sees judgment. He's the one who sees all these things. Lose him, and you lose all of that. And boom, you get your life back. And that's what they mean by, you die and now you gain life. And that out of nothing comes everything. So, out of imagination comes everything, because everything here is imaginary, including the man. Okay. But the man has the opportunity to live life eternally. He was made divine. The work is done, and now it is only for man to accept, acknowledge, and know this is all God, that God's glory is your glory, that God's success is your success, that God's prosperity is your prosperity. All glory to God. Now people don't understand He's a being. He's a being without form and shape, but He's still a being. And He's a being like Forrest Crump. Help everyone, can do anything. He will go run. He is loyal. He's wonderful. But most people don't take that guy seriously. And he means what he says. And he says what he means. And some of us have been like that. Today they call them autistic. But they're not. When I was growing up, it was extrasensory perception, ESP, or, earlier it was called the sixth sense. You had a sixth sense about everything. And you just have to tear that veil where that's the man and tear it off. I'm not that. I'm this. I'm the Son of God. I'm the one with no name. I'm Dr. Mysterio. I'm Mr. Wonderful. That's who I am. I'm no name. Just call me woman. Whatever it is that, you're not in harmony with, then yes, you claim there's only unity, harmony, and love. Okay, and you think about that. Let's face it, if you're inside the mind of God, then this place is the outside. And as within, so without. Therefore, you're perfect. You're the perfect man. You can't be less than. And there's no evil. It's all God. This is the truth that sets you free. It can't be that way. This is all God. No, I'm not going to listen to that. You keep the good. But you got to kill off the personality, the John Doe, where all the evil hangs out. Because there is no evil here. And as long as you see evil, then you're going to live in hell. This is a place of decision. This is where you make these decisions. This is where you discover. This is where you grow up. Okay? And once grown up, just like a chicken that comes out of an egg, the egg is no longer needed. Man is the shell. Okay? That was impregnated. The egg that was impregnated. Even the earth looks like an egg. One should often tell themselves, O Spirit, love divine, I worship thee alone, and besides thee I see and claim no other. I acknowledge the glory as my glory, thy light as my light, thy life as my life, thyself as myself. As thyself, myself, the one and only self, I speak forth the word of eternal reality. the word of freedom, of unity, of power and glory. Let him who feels that he is hereby losing his identity hearken closer. Listen up. Let him who feels he cannot lose himself listen to the divine decree. You know, one of the biggest problems is special persons, spouses, you know, this kind of thing. And it's because of a belief that your love can be taken away from you. Okay. So you see that in various ways because you're the one who took your love away from God. You named yourself and turned away and walked out the door. This is prodigal son with God's imagination saying, I'm going to do it better. Okay. That's God. Okay. Go ahead. Go see if you can do it better without me. Go ahead. You know, I love you. Go on. And so he did. But guess what? You know, you couldn't do it. Didn't matter how much you make it and do it, you couldn't do it. Name me one civilization on this earth, you know, that hasn't experienced, name one nation that hasn't experienced a rise and fall in civilization in time and space. They all have, every single one of them, whether it was Silk Road or, you know, whatever. It's all been that way forever. Okay, eternal. It's not always going to be an eternal struggle. This is what God says in the Bible. I will not always be striving with men. Okay? He's not. And the day is going to come, and it only takes one to say that's enough. This is my world. I can see the entire world. I hear it. I hear it crying. I hear it screaming. They're trying to currently muffle that. You know, you don't get to see that. You can see this. You can't see that. Don't see that. Do this. That's a lie. Don't listen to them. No, no, no. They know. The cat's out of the bag. We have the internet. We're now all aware of each other. I guess we're just going to have to get over it that we all are ideas in the mind of God and we all share in God's mind. Then it's best to understand that we're all perfect men. Lose the name. Okay, lose the personality. You don't lose the things you laugh at and not the good things. You lose the bad things. And now you become the humble servant in the Lord's house. The prodigal son returned. And what does God tell the prodigal son when he returns? He tells him, get up off your knees. It's okay. We're going to throw us a party. Okay, we're going to have a great party. Okay. Because the one that was once dead is now alive. Okay. He killed off his man self and came home. That's the prodigal son. So you get it all when you come home without that name. That's all. You've always been loved. You've been helped as much as possible. You know, he can't really go there without blowing the place up. So he did the best he could, put himself in your heart. So I hope this helps. It's understanding that our Father is our Father. He's the Father of all. Impersonal means he doesn't care what you've chosen to be or think or do. He doesn't care what your vain self thinks. No one's smarter than anyone else. No one's better than everyone else. Everything is perfect. Everyone is perfect. And you cannot make perfect better. There's nothing wrong with the climate. Just because they keep showing you things that they've discovered doesn't make it worse. It's always been that way. They're just now discovering it. And if it's a scam, then it's a scam. It cannot exist. Okay? It cannot exist. It can't. This is all God. This is the truth. This is all God, and God is perfect good. End of story. Okay? That's all there is. This is the truth. I know the truth, and the truth sets me free. This is all God, and I'm the perfect image of God, and therefore I'm perfect. I'm the perfect woman. I'm the perfect man. I'm perfect. I'm perfection. Okay? Because I'm the perfect image of God. I reflect God perfectly. You can't do that as long as you think like a man. Okay? Because men are limited. They make up names. That's it. Okay? And think about the old saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but names can never hurt me. Okay? People call you names and they try to get under your skin, try to get into your head. They're trying to get a reaction. And then they laugh because they know you're not really in tune with God anymore. They got under your skin. So I hope this helps. Blessings to you. And thank you. Thank you for being you.
Pour out our praise. We pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs. So we